We're going to stay with Ukraine now. And Lee Feinstein is a former US ambassador to Poland. He's been a foreign policy advisor to the Obama administration since 2009. He joins me now from Washington. Thank you very much indeed for your time, Mr. Feinstein. I'd like you just to take you back to yesterday, the phone conversation between President Obama and Putin. It seems as if Vladimir Putin wasn't ready to accept anything at all that Mr. Obama suggested to him to try to defuse the situation.
Well, I think that that's right. It was a long conversation. And in the conversation, President Putin put forward the same kinds of rationales he's put forward before, none of which have a basis in what's actually happening on the ground in Ukraine.
But where does that leave the situation? What can NATO do? What can the United States do? What can the UN do? The UN at the moment can't even send its special envoy to Crimea. He can't get there.
Well, first of all, it's important that the EU and the United States speak very strongly and with one voice. Secretary Kerry has been very clear. He's called this what it is, which is an act of aggression. And he said he would be going to Kiev on Tuesday in a show of support and solidarity for the people of Ukraine. And as well, he's talked about what this could mean for Russia if it continues on this path, which would mean international isolation, possibly eviction from the G8, and asset freezes, and certainly a lot of damage potentially to Russia's economy by different foreign investors who will look quite differently at Russia as a place in which to do business.
How concerned is the Obama administration at this development earlier that the Navy chief swore his allegiance to Crimea and was then removed from his post? Could that happen with other senior generals in the Ukrainian army, do you think? Is that a realistic possibility?
Yeah, well, we don't know exactly what happened in that situation. But look, the thing that's been impressive is how much restraint the people of Ukraine have shown, the opposition, the new leadership of Ukraine has shown, and how much they're trying to avoid provocations. And so this idea that Putin is putting forward, that he needs to intervene militarily in order to protect Russians in Ukraine, just has little or no basis in fact. And to the degree that there might be concerns, if there are any, there are ways that are established to deal with this, like using the OSCE and other international methods.
I read an article in Politico magazine today which suggested that Vladimir Putin regards the West and Europe as hypocrites, and that the only thing that they care about is making money out of Russia, and that they won't do anything at all. And that's what's given him the confidence to conduct the operations as he has so far. Would that be a fair comment, do you think?
Well, obviously, I don't think it's a fair comment. The Russians talk about non-interference and respect of international law as one of their cardinal principles. And look at what they're doing. They are intervening militarily and against international law in an act of aggression.
Ambassador Feinstein, we very much appreciate the analysis. Thank you for joining us on BBC News.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.